Hello and how are you, hey friends? Welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today's Tuesday, June the 21st, 2022. Got happy birthday shout outs going out to Ken Tackett, Leah Summer. And so, without further ado, Leah and Ken, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So, happy birthday, honestly. You're 1 year older today, so a happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, Ken, hey, Leah, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Well, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's a happy birthday today. Yeah, happy birthday day today. Got some anniversary shout outs going out too. Anniversary shout outs going out to Bryan and Janice Little, which is my Pokey Pal's mom and daddy. Pokey Pal Amanda Sue Little. It's they're her daddy and mommy. And then Jack and Deb Wegner. So without further ado, here's a anniversary song for the two of you. It goes like this. I guess the four of you. Hey, Littles. Hey, Wagners. Hey, I heard it's anniversary today. Why, that's a bunch of time that you've spent with each other, I must say. I hope you're enjoying your special day, a steak dinner on him, or hey, maybe some roses, I'd say. Well, it's a happy anniversary to you, I say. Hey, many, many more happy years to the two of you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There you go. Hey, that was off the spur. Spur off the middle of my back. Just kind of shouted out there. So good luck. I'm hoping that it finds happiness in your heart. All right, then. How about them Shin Show likers, lovers, and just folks that indulge in this Shin Show? How about Diana Gray, Doug Bell, a.k.a. Steve Clary, Bill Rogers, and hey, where's he's not written on there. And uh the other dude, Smiley. Oh come on. What is Smiley's name? Kelly, Martin Kelly. That's it. And Carole Donovan and Savann Murphy Beason. And then there are my Pokey pals, like I said, Amanda S. Little and Julie Regot. Oh, by the way, girls, here are your return pokes right here, right now. So there you go. I'll expect a poke back on my page. Okie dokie. Those are Facebook pokers, people. The thumbs up kind of guys, or gals in this case. Just got a quick message from my mother. It said the phone number is wrong, I think. What did it say? It said the phone number's wrong. I don't know. Mary Ann Williams. What's it say? What's it say? I know it says something. The number is incorrect. He gave me a new one. Who did? Who? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. All right. There's a new number out there for the uh, 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 BA rep or whatever for my dad. Boy, I tell you, it's like this, boy, folks. Sometimes folks just they don't care and they don't give a hoot nanny. That's for sure. Because I am stuck in my shirt and it's driving me nuts. But anyway, um, they don't care. My some of the CNAs that are working at the facility that my dad is in right now, and I'll tell you, it's frontier. But those CNAs over there are kind of a little bit way too strong minded for their own good. They do things backwards and They do things that they ought to not be doing. They get a seminar from their CEO that says, treat these people like you would your own parents. And if they treated their parents the way they're treating my parent, I would say if I was one of the other siblings, I'd be like, no, no, no. I've seen them the way they treat them people at the nursing home, and they ain't gonna treat our mom and dad like that. So there you go. They think they know what they're doing, but they're negating everything that the therapists. I mean, my dad's in a rehab facility to get out of there so that he can come home. And they're sitting there doing everything they can to negate what the therapists say. I mean, it's like, hey, you know what? Therapist said, once you pivot me over to the bed, grab the edge of the bed and then put your elbow down and slowly let yourself down to your elbow and then roll over on your back. No, like go to the side of the bed. Get your arms out of the way. You're hindering our job. Let us do our job. We've been doing this for years. We do not need your help. So, my thing is, okay, well, if you let the rehab department do their job and let me get rehabbed and up and out of here, you won't have to deal with me. You can go deal with somebody else. That's my job is to get out of here. Your job is to help me. And if you're not helping me, then you're hindering me. So you don't need to be here, basically. And I know they're short-handed, short-staffed, but still, there's no call for that sort of thing. Anyway. All right. Hey, what's going on? Anybody wants to know what's going on? How about a weather forecast for the St. Charles viewing area? It's going to be brought to you today by Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. Refreshing Word Fellowship Church is a non-denominational Christian church which is located at 2054 Campus Drive right here in St. Charles, Missouri. That's right, it sure is. Located right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Anyway, 2054 Campus Drive. 2, 3, 5. Okay. We're going to do a 5-day forecast. You know what? Today is Tuesday. And being Tuesday, tomorrow will be a day for me to throw the, whatchamacallit over, the link for our, what is it called? Our link for our Bible study, our Zoom link for the Bible study will be thrown up tomorrow so that you all can get in on that. But and then Thursday, we've got an hour of power prayer. And on Friday, we've got, on Sunday that is, we've got our Sunday services at 11 a.m. Okay. All righty then. Here we go. Sunny for the part of the day, for the remainder of the day, that is. High temperatures of 97 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be west to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. I tell you what, it's quite nice out there, even directly in the sunshine with the way that wind is blowing. It's pretty nice. And then how's about this evening? A few passing clouds with low temperatures of 76 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. Winds are going to be west to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for Wednesday, June the 22nd, sunshine and clouds mixed together. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High temperatures of 92 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies overnight with low temperatures of 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. On the 23rd, Thursday, the 23rd, that is, June, sunshine and clouds mixed together with high temperatures with near high temperatures of 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be north to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and then a few clouds from time to time overnight with low temperatures of 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For Friday, June the 24th, partly cloudy skies in the morning will give way to cloudy skies during the afternoon. A stray shower or thunderstorm is quite possible. High temperatures of 92 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Few clouds from time to time overnight with low temperatures of 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be south to southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Saturday, June the 25th, intervals of clouds and sunshine. High temperatures of 97 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies overnight with low temperatures of 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be west to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for our fifth and final day of our 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area, partly cloudy skies in the morning. They will give way to cloudy skies during the afternoon. A stray shower or thunderstorm is quite possible with high temperatures of 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be north to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies overnight with low temperatures of 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be north at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And that, my friends, is your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. All right, well, I kind of went, I almost had that shirt off of there. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. One of these days here shortly, I'll get it unhooked and I won't be smashing myself into the bottom of the chair because my shirt's all tugged down tight. All right. Anyway, what are we doing? You notice I guess you wouldn't notice because I keep it down low, but my telephone snorkel is not on my chair right now because, yesterday when it fell over and hit my controller and drove me into the desk, that was always fun. Oh, yeah, we'll try that one out. We're not going to make that a regular practice for sure. Okay, what's up next? How about I know this is not your basic radio station. You know, I'm working on that phone to get camera video and try to figure out how to put video in here. I know on the Zoom you can add video or you can turn the camera around or do all kinds of neat stuff like that. But as far as here, I don't know if I could chime in and be on video at the same time, kind of like a group call. You know how a group call works? Well, that would be what I would be looking for. But I don't know how to do all that stuff. That's nifty stuff, but I'm not prepared to do it yet because I don't know what I'm doing. Just been only doing this for 7 years or 8 years or something like that. So I'm not really schooled in it. I just know enough to talk, chat, and bewilder people with my brilliance. Right, my brilliance. I'll come and see the wonders of me. That's just conceit. Conceit. Oh, let's see. What'll kill the cat? Curiosity. That'll kill the cat. Oh, let's lock the doors, okay? Song lyrics, Your Man. Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low. And put on some music that is soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling quite this strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on. Just to be your man. Oh, there's no hurry and no, well, don't you worry, we can take our time. Come a little closer, let's go over what I've had in mind. I said, baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low and put some music on that's soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. Now, I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling quite this strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. Ain't nobody ever loved nobody the way that I love you. Now we're alone now. I don't know how long I've wanted to. I'll lock the doors and turn the lights down low. Put on some music that's soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. All right. I digress. I digress. Not gonna flop out on you today like I did yesterday, boy. I don't know what happened. I just ran out of gumption. My body was shutting down. It came back around, though, about 45 minutes to an hour later, but it just was not having it. I was especially glad that Beverly was here because she took the time to hang out with me. Almost had it that time. Boy, I did. Um, anyway, she took the time to hang out with me and make sure I was all right before she took on off to go home and see if they had caregivers that were attentive like that over at the nursing home or the rehab facility that my dad is at. I wouldn't feel so bad, but no, they don't. They have people that just don't care. Not all of them. There's just a few of them in there, but one or two bad apples can spoil the bunch. Gonna try it again, folks. Oh yeah, I got it. Okay. Now then it's not caught in that pit. That was driving me nuts. Every time I'd lean over or whatever, my shirt was like pulled up to my elbow. And I was like, ugh. Couldn't handle it. Just couldn't handle it, folks. Could not handle it. All right, let's see. Looks like a story time. You want? Let's do some story time. Oh, no wonder. Got myself turned off. Yeah, we're gonna pick up some story time for today. She show stuff, short stories. Yeah, we're not gonna be doing a story that I already know today because, well, why? I'm with you today. I can read today. Yesterday, no, there weren't no reading to it. Here you go. We got one more song to sing before we do this story, though. Song lyrics: Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, oh, who's that I see walking in these woods? Why, it's Little Red Riding Hood. I said, hey there, Little Red Riding Hood. You sure are looking good. You're everything a big bad wolf could want. Listen to me. I said, Little Red Riding Hood. I don't think little big girls should go walking in these spooky old woods alone. Oh, 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 oh. A big eyes. Oh, what big eyes you have. You know, the kind of eyes that drives a wolfie mad. So just to see that you don't get chased, I think I ought to walk with you for a ways. What fill lips you have? Oh, they're so to lure someone bad. So until you get to Grandma's place, I think I ought to walk with me and be safe. I'm going to keep my sheep shut out until I'm sure that you've been shown that I can be trusted for walking with you all alone. Ow, ow, ow. Hey, the little red riding hood. I'd like to hold you if I could, but you might think I'm a big bad wolf, so I won't. Ow, ow, ow. What a big heart I have. The better to love you, a little riding hood. Even bad wolves can be good. I'll try to be satisfied just to walk closely by your side. Maybe you'll see things my way before we get to Grandma's place. Said little red riding hood. You sure are looking good. You're everything a big bad wolf could want. Ow, ow, ow. I don't know where that came from. Go to sleep. I don't know. It was an old song out of the 50s or 60s. I'm not sure when it was. It was a long time ago. That's for sure. No, let's see. Hey, kids. Hey, kids. It's TV grandpa time, and it's time to jump up on the couch or jump up on the bed, wherever it is you rest your sleepy little head, because, well, it's time for uh, story time with TV Grandpa Shen. Well, we're going to tuck you in one more time. Of course, my grandkids are waking up right about now, but that's okay. They can hear the story anyway. Once upon a time, there was a dear little girl who was loved by everyone who looked at her, but most of all by her grandmother. And there was nothing that she would not have given to the child. Once she gave her a little cape of red velvet, which suited her so well that she would never wear anything else. And so she was always called Little Red Riding Hood. Well, one day her mother said to her, "Come, Little Red Riding Hood, here is a piece of cake and a bottle of wine. Take them to your grandmother. She is ill and weak, and they will do her good. Set out before it gets hot, and when you are going, walk nicely and quietly, and do not run off the path, or you may fall and break the bottle, and then your grandmother will get nothing. And when you go into her home, don't forget to say good morning, and don't peep into every corner before you do it." And so Little Red took off with that bottle. "I will take great care," Little Red said uh, to her mother, and she gave her hand on it. Now the grandmother lived out in the woods, you see, half a league from the village. And just as Little Red Riding Hood entered the woods, a wolf met her. "Hey, Little Red Riding Hood, didn't you know what a wicked creature he was? And was not at all afraid. No, sir. She had no clue as how what a wicked creature he was. Good day, Little Red Riding Hood, said he. Thank you kindly, Wolf. uh, whither away, whither away so early, Little Red Riding Hood? To my grandmother's house. Well, what have you got in your apron? Oh, a cake and some wine. Yesterday was baking time, and so poor sick grandmother is to have something good to make her stronger. Where does your grandmother live, Little Red Riding Hood? Oh, a quarter of a league through further on into the woods. Her house stands under the tree, the three oaks. Eh, the nut trees are just below. You surely must know it. Uh, tip, replied Little Red Riding Hood. Well, the wolf thought to himself, what a tender young creature she is. What a nice plump mouthful she will make. Uh, but she will be better to eat than an old woman. I must act craftily so as to catch both. And so he walked for a short time by the side of Little Red Riding Hood. And then he said, well, see you later, Little Red Riding Hood. And now, see, Little Red Riding Hood, the pretty flowers that are about here. And why do you know? Um, why not look around? I believe, too, you that you do not hear how sweetly the little birds are singing. You walk gravely along as if you were going to school. Why, everything else out here in the woods is merry. So Little Red Riding Hood, she raised her eyes, and when she saw the sunbeams dancing here and there through the trees, and saw the pretty flowers everywhere, she thought, suppose I take grandmother a fresh, nice, nice bouquet. And so that would please her too. So it, it is so early in the day that I shall still get there in good time. And so she ran from the path into the woods to look for some flowers. And whenever she had picked one, she fancied that she saw still a prettier one further on, and she ran after it, and so got deeper and deeper into the woods. Meanwhile, the wolf ran straight to the grandmother's house, and he knocked on the door. Who's there? Little Red Riding Hood, replied the wolf. She is bringing cakes and wine. Open the door. The latch lifted. Called. The latch is lifted, called out the grandmother. I am too weak and cannot get up. Well, the wolf, he lifted the latch, and the door it sprang open, and without saying a word, he went straight to the grandmother's bed, and he devoured her. And then he put on her clothes, dressed himself in her cap, laid himself in her bed, and drew up the curtains. Well, Little Red Riding Hood, however, had been running about picking flowers, and when she had gathered so many that she could not carry any more, she remembered her grandmother, and she set out on her way. She was surprised to find the cottage door open, and when she went into the room, she had such a strange feeling that she said to herself, oh dear, how uneasy I feel today. And at other times, I like being with grandmother so much. And she called out, good morning, grandmother, but received no answer. And so she went to the bed and drew back the curtains. And there lay her grandmother with her cap pulled over her face and looking very strange. Oh, grandmother, she said, what big ears you have. The better to hear you with, my child, was the reply. But grandmother, what big eyes you have, she said. Oh, the better to see you with, my dear. But grandmother, what large hands you have. The better to hug you with, my dear. Oh, but grandmother, what a terrible big mouth you have. Aha, the better to eat you with. Aha. And scarcely had the wolf said this, then with one bound he was out of bed and swallowed up Little Red Riding Hood also. Now, when the wolf had appeased his appetite, he lay down again in the bed, fell asleep, and began to snore very loudly. Well, the huntsman was just passing the house and thought to himself, how the old woman is snoring. I must just see if she wants anything. And so he went into the room. And when he came to the bed, he saw that the wolf was lying in it. "Oh, do I find you here, you old sinner?" said he. "I have long sought after you." And just as he was going to fire at him, it occurred to him that the wolf may have devoured the grandmother and that she might still be saved. And so he did not fire, but took a pair of scissors and began to cut open the stomach of the sleeping wolf. When he had made two snips, he saw the Little Red Riding Hood shining there. And then he made two snips more, and the little girl sprang right out crying. "Oh, how frightened I have been! How dark it was inside the wolf!" And after the aged grandmother came out, also alive, but scarcely able to breathe. Well, Little Red Riding Hood, however, quickly fetched great stones with which they filled the wolf's belly. And when he awoke, he wanted to run away, but the stones were so heavy that he collapsed at once and fell dead. Then all three were delighted. The huntsman drew off the wolf's skin and went home with it. The grandmother ate the cakes and drank the wines which Little Red Riding Hood had brought, and, revived. But Little Red Riding Hood thought to herself, "As long as I live, I will by myself, never by myself leave the path again to run into the woods when my mother has forbid me to do so." It is also related that once Little Red Riding Hood was again taking cakes to the grandmother, another wolf spoke to her and tried to entice her from the path. Well, Little Red Riding Hood, however, was on her guard and went straight forward on her way and told her grandmother that she had met the wolf and that he had said good morning to her, but with such a wicked look in his eyes that if they had not been on the public road, she was certain that he would have eaten her up. "Well," said grandmother, "we will shut the door that he may not come in." Soon afterwards, the wolf knocked and cried at the door. "Open the door, grandmother. I am Little Red Riding Hood, and I am bringing you some cakes." But they did not speak or open the door, and so the gray bearded stole twice or three times around the house, and at last jumped on the roof, intending to. Wait a minute, we just got into the three pigs that we told the story about the other day. All right, hey, that's it, kids. We're done. That's TV Grandpa saying good night. I'm glad you enjoyed the story. Hopefully, you enjoyed the story. I read something for you every day, so that's just another one gone away. All right, love you, Oliver and Willow and Leroy, and Thomas Leroy, that is, or Leroy Thomas. There you go. All right, and Zoe, and there's some others out there. Zoe and TJ. Yeah, I think it's TJ. Anyway, all right. Let's see. It's about time for our daily bread portion of the program. How much time we got in there? Hey, Craig, sorry, 30 minutes or 5 minutes ago, you should have been walking back in. Of course, you've got your alarm set these days, and so I know you do. All right, our daily bread portion of the program, today's devotion in the daily bread will be God Fights for Us. That is our devotion in the daily bread portion of the program. Now, the daily bread portion of the program is going to be brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2022. The Bible with Briscoe 2022 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2022 will be Esther 3 through 5 and Acts 5 22 through 42. So don't forget to tune in to the Bible with Briscoe 2022 for your daily reading of the Bible. Okay, God fights for us, and we're going to be reading the scripture of Psalm 91 1 through 10. Psalm 91 1 through 10. Whomever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadows of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the follower's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrows that fly by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe what your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say, The Lord is my refuge, and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you, no disaster will come near your tent. And that, my friends, was Psalm 91, 1 through 10, which confirms God fights for us. All right, my friends. Hey, that looks like it. That's the Shen Show in the nutshell, or the nut on the shit show. Yeah, we got some wind blowing hair because I was out there in it today. And I'm going to go back out there in it too because it's just too nice out there to stay in the house. So God bless you all. Hey, we're done. We're through. We're gone and over with. Got one more song for you, and it goes, "Hello, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. This here has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show. And as always, God loves you and so do I. So come back and see us tomorrow. We'll be here and we hope that you are too.